My name is Sandy Klauser, South Bend, Indiana. I'm 44 years old, and I was diagnosed at 34. You know, I've thought about my life since cancer, and for me, in just one day, my life was forever changed. And my journey began that day, and that journey began with terrible fears, great pain, and deep sorrow, but also a journey of incredible hope, love, and joy in ways I had never known. God had a purpose and a plan for me. I do look at life much differently now. The time I spend with my family means the world to me. My friends, I care a lot more about the friendships I have, and the relationships I've made since my breast cancer. Well, it's my hope that I'm having just maybe a small impact on their life. I'm a better person because of my breast cancer. My biggest fear after I was diagnosed, since I was only 34 years old, was that I would die and be unable to raise my children, because my girls were just 11 and 9 and my son was 14 months old. I didn't know if I would potty train my son, be there when my girls started their periods. I didn't know if I would hear about their first dates or even see them graduate from high school. There's not a doubt in my mind how I've been able to overcome my fear each and every day still. I ask God for the desires of my heart, and it's still to raise. My son is just 11, so I still need to raise him. But I also know He has given me those desires of my heart. My oldest daughter will be graduating from college this May, and there's not any of their life experiences I don't take for granted. I still, first and foremost, thank the Lord, because I now know what a gift every day is with my children. I've always said what got me through my cancer is my family and friends walked through my breast cancer with me, but for me, the single most important reason I believe I was able to get through that period of my life is because of my faith and my relationship with Jesus Christ. I was able to experience His presence in my life like never before. I had no strength on my own, and I was brought to the very edge of existing, and God was there. He alone carried me through. The lesson that I've learned, the biggest lesson I've learned, is to cherish each and every day. And I do that. Sometimes I know it even drives my husband crazy, because he says I spend too much money, and my response to him is, well, I'm just living life. But, because I cherish every day, I don't let the little things in life bother me. I stop vacuuming when my son wants me to sit and watch TV with him. When the girls call, and I stop whatever I'm doing just so I can talk to them and hear what part of their life they want to share with me. And the reason I do that is because at the end of the day, I want to be able to say, if tomorrow never comes, I'm not going to have any regrets about today. The piece of advice that I was given, and for me, there weren't a lot of young breast cancer survivors when I was diagnosed, so it was few and far between, which is a great thing now because there are so many different organizations for young breast cancer survivors. But I remember a woman said to me, she said, it's almost like a rain cloud. It's off in the distance, and you're not sure if that rain cloud's going to come and it's going to start raining. But it's how I have chosen to live my life. I just make sure if that rain cloud comes, I'll be ready for whatever life is handed to me. How my life has changed is I have been given a second chance a lot of people aren't able to receive. I do look at life much differently now. The trivial things don't seem to be important anymore. And as far as what I do now that I never, ever could have imagined doing before, is my passion is for young mothers, newly diagnosed with breast cancer, or just young mothers living life, trying to raise their children. I had 3 small children when I was diagnosed, so I know what it's like to get frustrated with all the different aspects of their life. So my passion is for them to just cherish every day. And because of that, I've had a lot of opportunity to share just my story with young mothers, and I never, ever pictured myself ever getting in front of people before. What I would tell people that are newly diagnosed, it is a scary thing. You will be in the utter depths of despair, but you need to find a doctor that you believe in and trust, and you need to do everything that they say to do. So you'll have no regrets about seeking all the medical treatment that you can seek, just to make sure that you can live your life to the fullest. And as far as afraid to seek the treatment, it is a scary thing. It's an overwhelming thing, and it's fears that you don't really know exist inside of you, but you can get through it. It's not going to be fun, but your life will be better because of what you've been through.